Welcome back. We have Terry Ann Wilson joining us from the Kamloops Film Society, as well as Tom Friedman from Kamloops Film Society. Thank you both for being here. We're talking about the fall film series. To make sure I got that right. And the first film, we're going to get a sneak peek in a few moments, but I want to talk first of all, Terry Ann, maybe you can tell us about the sort of the synopsis of this film. What's the plot? It sounds pretty interesting.
This is a story about a man named Frank, and he has a vintage record shop that is about to go out of business, and he's quite heartbroken because his very beautiful daughter, who he shares a life with, is mom is not in the picture anymore, is going off to medical school. So he's got all of this, he's about to contemplate all of this loss, and one of the ways they get together and cope and connect is they jam together. They're musicians, right, both of them. And so they end up writing a song that he puts up on Spotify, and it starts to take off. And so there's this, you know, lovely dynamic of this father who's kind of like the kid in a way, who's trying to get them to have a band. Let's start a band. And his daughter's trying to gear up for medical school and also sort of engage in a relationship with somebody that she meets in an art gallery. And it's just this really lovely character-driven film that's coming out at it's a really good film to watch right now. It's kind of like a holiday from everything that's going on in the world. You're going to go and see this film, and you're going to walk out and you're going to feel good. It's a feel-good film. It's a comedy. It's got some drama and pathos. And
I like that. And follows the father-daughter relationship and their musical journey as well, right?
Yes.
Tom, who's in this? I mean, there's some pretty good actors.
We're really lucky. The director is Brett Haley, an American director who's got a really good track record for getting the best out of his talent. Nick Offerman plays Frank, and for those who watch the TV series Parks and Recreation,
I thought I recognized him when I watched this earlier.
This is a bit of a different role for him, but he was also in the TV series Fargo. Okay. So he's very elastic kind of actor. So this is comedy drama. He's been known more for just straight comedy.
I mean, Parks and Rec, of course.
the young actor who plays Sam, the daughter, is great. Kiersey Clemens, who's a real up-and-coming star, and we're really glad that we can bring this film to Kamloops, because I think we'll be hearing a lot more of Kiersey Clemens.
Wonderful. Well, let's take a little sneak peek at Heart Beats Loud right now.
My band. You guys, this is my band. This is my band! How's it going, kiddo? It's jam sesh time.
No.
Come on. When jam sesh time arrives, we have to put aside childish things like homework and med school.
Please don't touch my thing.
It's jam sesh time. I have to close the shop.
I'm sorry, Frank. I held off on raising the rent as long as I could.
I mean, it's time. My girl starts UCLA in the fall. You can't make your heart feel like what?
Just a bunch of words.
I want it that way. They want what? What way?
I'm sorry, are you bringing up the Backstreet Boys?
It's actually a pretty good song.
We don't always get to do what we love, so we need to love what we do.
I never realized that was your secret.
This looks like a really, really, really fun show.
It's so great to see Ted Danson behind the bar again.
Some recognizable faces in this, for sure.
Very big names, and you know, it's amazing to think that they were able to pull all these people together, and then this is a great ensemble cast film, and then shot it in 19 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So this kicks off, I guess, your fall film series.
Yeah.
But beyond this, there's several other films coming up as well. Maybe you want to talk a little bit about that, Tom.
We've got 10 films running between this Thursday and the end of November, and it's a real mix of great films, different genres, comedy, drama, documentary, horror, coming up pre-Halloween, and foreign and domestic, so foreign language,
a real variety.
English. A real variety. We're really proud of this lineup. We have some classic opportunities to see films that might not normally come to Kamloops. We've got one special event coming up on October 11th, and it's related to a documentary we're showing, and Terry Ann will give us some details.
Sure, yeah.
This documentary is called The Cleaners, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I would say that if anyone is using the internet, they probably have a moral imperative to watch this film, to understand how social media is being handled, how the internet is being handled by these massive forces that are, we don't even know are existing, and how they're curating what's on the internet. And we have arranged for a pre-screen talk with one of our community's foremost social media experts. His name is Brian Lamb. Fascinating gentleman to talk to, very experienced in social media and the landscape around it, how it's constructed, its applications, and what we really need to understand about what's going on right now behind the scenes, because it has a really big impact on our relationship, not only with the internet, but our relationship with democracy in the world.
Yeah, I don't think that people really understand the scope of social media and really how far it does reach, how far, you know, what's behind it. I mean, we just log on and that's that, right? But
how is it being curated? How is it being controlled? What is being maintained on the internet for our consideration, and what parts of history and content are being deleted? It's not necessarily just the nasty stuff that, oh, we don't want that anyway, let's get rid of it. And the people that are performing this role, what is their perception of what we should be seeing and what we shouldn't be seeing, and who is dictating that?
So that's on October 11th.
October 11th.
Okay.
We're going to have the pre-screening talk at the TNRD Library, right across from the theater, 6 p.m. And we're encouraging people to come over, hear something about the film from a real expert, and then walk across the street to watch the film.
Brand new, newly renovated library too, so great opportunity to check it out.
Yes, well, thank you very much, both of you, and we look forward to this film series, of course, kicking off with the first at Paramount Theatre, 7 p.m., Hearts Beat Loud, and that is the trailer that we saw. For more information, you can go to KamloopsFilmSeries.ca. We'll be right back. Stay with us.